Hey everybody, how you doing? Ben Griffith here with the Ben Griffith Breakdown. So today I want to get into the Epstein files, and I want to get into them for all the reasons that we've seen. Right? I think there's a lot of obvious reasons for outrage out there, but I want to get into not just the outrage, but kind of what's in these files, and not the granular level, but like really what's in them, as in what is causing them to not be fully released, and what has caused Joe Biden to not release them, and this kind of overly redacted version that we got, and maybe knock out all the files. What is actually in there? So the reactions that I'm seeing, on Twitter and Facebook and all these other places, it's crazy to me, the kind of the 0 to 100 level of reaction. You have people like me out there who say, yeah, everything in these files is terrible. And anyone who took part in those activities, who is investigated and, found to have done these things, should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law and be punished. And then you have people out there, someone just blocked me yesterday because I didn't go along with the notion that anyone who's mentioned in the Epstein files, regardless of their involvement with children, if they associated with Epstein in any way, shape, or form, they should be dragged into the street and shot, hung from a tree, right? No judge, no jury, just mob level execution. So it's just crazy how people are reacting to the same set of information, right? And how people are calling for heads out there when, let's face it, I've looked through these files, and while I wish there was enough information to prosecute someone, even indict someone, I haven't seen anything like that. Every single thing I've seen in there is, it's hearsay, it's speculation, it's circumstantial, which isn't going to go anywhere. But again, there's more to these files than what's been released. And when I say that, I mean, these files have been around for a long time. During the Obama administration, some of these files were out there. And, I honestly, in their defense, I don't think this was on the Obama administration's radar in any way, shape, or form. The Trump administration, I don't think it was on their radar either. And the reason I say that is because if Trump had seen these files in his first term, he wouldn't have been standing in front of a microphone, campaigning for a second term, saying he was going to release them, especially based on his reaction this time around. Now, the Joe Biden administration, Merrick Garland, I'm 90% sure they had eyes on these, and they took one huge step back when they saw what was in there. And again, I don't know what's in there, but I know whatever's in there is radioactive. It is nuclear. And then Donald Trump made the mistake of going out on the campaign trail and saying, as soon as I'm elected, every Epstein file is going to be released unredacted. The world's going to know. And Pam Bondi went around saying the same thing. And then they got that same dose of reality when they saw what was actually in there. And, again, said, wow, we cannot release this. So the question is, what is in there, right? And it's not just what is in there. There's emails and there's pictures of people doing bad things. What do those pictures and files mean? It means that whatever is in those files is nuclear to the status quo of the world order. It means that if you could snap your fingers tomorrow and every single piece of evidence on this was released to the world unredacted, there would be a breakdown in the way that people view government. There would be a breakdown in the status quo of how we interact with government, the authority that government has over us. Something in those files, I'm sure, it involves the I'm getting off into a conspiracy theory here. Probably, there's ties to the CIA and the Mossad and all these other things, all these different governments around the world. I'm sure the United States is not the only, government involved in this. I'm sure there are, there's obviously a prince in England. I'm sure there's some, Saudi princes who are involved in this. It has metastasized across all governments, all intelligence agencies everywhere around the world. And if this ever got out, whatever is in there, and again, I don't know what's in there, and I'm not going to overly speculate, but whatever it is catastrophic as far as, again, how we all view governments in the world and all these other things. So I don't know if we're ever going to get to the bottom of it. I don't think that governments would allow it. I think the fact that we got a handful of, and I say a handful, I mean, it's 4 million documents, which is a lot, but I believe there's more. I believe that we didn't get all the documents and we got them in a redacted form, means that, and not only that, but then told, that's it, that's all you're getting. And they thought that was just going to be like, we were like, okay, that's fine. If that's all we get, that's all we get. Like, people weren't going to be like, the hell that is. Says a lot. Now, you can criticize the Trump administration, and I am, saying that they should have given us more and they should have given us it in a much clearer way. But I think based on the contents of those documents, there's not a single administration, Democrat or Republican, far right wing, far left wing, that would have released those documents in their pure form, because it's just, again, it's too catastrophic, it's too disastrous to the overall world order. So, I mean, guys, let me know what you think. I know everyone's got some really heavy opinions on this, but just kind of let me know. Do you think that's over the top? Do you think it's borders on conspiracy theory, or do you think there's less to it? But let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thanks. Leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section. I'll get to what I can. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one.